Hello and welcome to this short video on successful revision, on why to do it and how to plan. There will be a number of different videos going through different revision types, how to plan and how to make the most of your time to get the maximum benefits. First of all, you've got to understand what is revision and why do we do it. It is not just about memorizing facts, it's to try and improve your understanding. Because if you've got good understanding, you can have the ability to apply your knowledge to the questions, which is going to lead you to higher grades. Just memorizing facts is great for very simple questions, but won't allow you to reach the higher grades. So it's really important that you understand how to revise, why you revise. And remember, the more you do, the stronger you become if you do the right things. And in a way, your brain are like your muscles. If you want to get stronger, you go to the gym and you do certain exercises, and certain exercises will work on certain muscles. And it's important that you understand how the brain works so you can do the right kind of thing. What you can do is pause this video and just read through this statement here. So pause now. So revision is all about generating these pathways in your mind. It's about linking these neurons. And it's like anything, it's like muscle memory, it's like brain. The more that you do something, the easier it becomes. Whether it's riding a bike, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And it becomes to have muscle memory. So things just become natural. So the more that you revise, that knowledge and understanding becomes natural in your brain. One thing about revision though is it's not easy. It takes time and you have to do it. There are no shortcuts to good revision. Now this simple formula, grade achieved equals your motivation times the effort that you put in times your ability. So if you're not very motivated and you don't put in the effort, then your grade's not going to be very good. It's as simple as that. Now, obviously, the ability, some people think we have a fixed ability or a fixed mindset, that some people are just bright, some people are not so bright. But even if we put that into this formula, we can still see that with motivation and effort, you can improve the grade achieved. So if we have a look at it, we can see here, if you're not very motivated, you don't put the effort in and you've got a fixed ability, then what's your grade going to be? But if you're motivated, if you've got a reason why you want to do well, that's going to help you to put in more effort. And even if you've got this fixed ability, which isn't true, even if you have that, then you will see that the grade achieved will improve. However, what you tend to find is the more that you work and the more that you're motivated and you put that effort in, then your ability will improve. Your brain is the same as your muscles. It's like any sport. Yeah, you might think that you're rubbish at the sport, but the more that you train, the better you get at it. And it's the same with subjects and how your brain operates. So you can see that small improvements in motivation and effort can have a big impact on the grade achieved. So put the effort in. Have a reason why you want to succeed, which will give you the reason to put in that extra effort. Now, a lot of people don't bother revising because they say, well, as soon as I revise, I forget it. I can't remember it. So what's the point in doing it? But again, it's important to understand that forgetting is just a normal part of learning. So if you just learned something, what you will find is because your brain works in a weird way and because you've got other things going on in your head and you're learning something else or something comes up on social media, you find that you forget a lot of it quite quickly. The key is to then go through it again. And you'll find that, yes, you will forget some of it, but some of it will stick. And you keep repeating this process over time. And then what we can see is over time, if you keep doing the right kind of things, is that following the blue line here, you will see that your knowledge and understanding will increase over time. And that's important. So yes, you may not feel like your revision is working in the short term, but stick with it and it will get better. The same way as going in the gym. The first few times you go, your body's going to ache and you're not going to see any benefits at all. But keep going and eventually the hard work will pay off. So the key to successful revision is revision planning. And you need to make sure that you are planning your revision to be over a long period of time with distributed practice. And it should also be spaced learning. So you keep going back over different topics at different times. Yeah? So you can help to develop your brain and be able to access that information. And what's most important is revise the stuff that you don't know. Don't look at the stuff that you do know because it makes you feel all nice and fluffy because you feel really clever. But do the stuff that you struggle with, that you don't understand, because that is where you'll make the most benefit. So planning your revision should be the first thing that you look at doing. And here are some really easy do's and don'ts. Keep your revision plan really simple. Too many people procrastinate and waste time, and they make it look pretty using lots of colours, fancy writing. But use that time to revise instead of actually doing your revision plan. Keep it simple. Also, be specific about what you want to revise. Don't just put the subject on there, because again, this is where most people fail. They might just have the subject, geography or maths. They go to the maths book and they spend 20 minutes thinking out, well, what should I revise? Oh, I know that, or I don't know that. Then you look at your watch and think, oh, I've done 20 minutes, brilliant. But actually you've done nothing. So make sure you're specific. Make sure that you look at a topic and a specific part of the topic, as I've done here, geography, rivers and processes. But also use personal learning checklist to work out your strengths and weaknesses. What are you confident on? Well, don't revise that to start off with. Revise the stuff you don't know, because that is where you're going to make the most improvement. And I'm sure all of your teachers will have copies of PLCs that you can use. But also the importance about PLCs is you have to fill them in yourself. You have to review your own learning and you fill them in because you know you better than anyone else. Also be realistic about how much time to spend on each bit when you're revising. 20 minutes at a time and then have a break. Yeah, don't say I'm going to revise for 5 hours, because you won't do it and you'll just get miserable about it. But also make sure that when you have done that revision, tick it off or highlight it to show that you've done it. So when you look back, you can say, wow, I've done all that work. Aren't I brilliant? I'll go and have a chocolate biscuit. Thank you very much. And finally, the other major do is be specific about the activities you will use. It could be key term, definitions, flashcards, retrieval practice, mind maps, past papers. And I will be doing lots of other videos on revision techniques. So make sure you keep watching out for those. And to help you with your revision planning, we will be sending out this Excel fill-in revision planner. And this is really easy because it has all the dates for you and it has planned out 3 different revision activities a night. Now you can alter the amount of time that you're going to spend on each subject. These are just suggested ideas. But then by the side of it, there is a drop down menu. And you can just then select your subjects from that drop down menu, and that will automatically fill in your revision planner for you. Now, obviously, it may be that you have activities on a Wednesday night, so you could just cross those ones off. But also you could put the same subject in more than once if you know that maths is one area that you need to work extra hard on because you want to get a better result or you need it to get into college or whatever. Then you can put that in more than once. And that will come up with a plan for you. So that takes all the thinking out and saves loads of times. So this is the first video. Keep your eyes out for the others, which will give you more hints and tips. And thanks for watching.